What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got some One Piece TCG news to talk about. And if you're like me, and you're just looking for any excuse to buy Japanese magazines, and you like the One Piece TCG, you're going to be delighted. Even if you don't want to buy Japanese magazines, you should still keep watching, because there's some very cool stuff coming. Now, the latest issue of Saikyo Jump is actually out now. The cover looks like this, and you need to notice if you're trying to import it. And of course, one of the big things is it's got that Koby promo I showed you the other day. We don't need to go into huge details about this Koby promo. I told you all about it the other day, but it looks really good. On your opponent's turn, it gets minus 3,000 power. That's bad. But when attacking, if your leader is Navy, then your leader's original power becomes 7,000 until the end of your opponent's next turn, which is kind of busted. Makes your leader a 7k, so it's really quite good. And I've suggested that there is a chance that actually this skill is a bit too good, and it might lead to some issues in terms of actually trying to get hold of this magazine. The good news is I got mine. It's been delivered to my proxy address over in Japan. Jobs are good, and as it is, it's above retail right now in Japan, but it's still there. You can still pick it up. It's just a little bit awkward. The thing is, we've also got Chopper Don. Yeah, if you buy this, you get 5 of the Chopper Don. Here's a lovely little photo that they tweeted out for some reason. It shows it off, make it look cool, I suppose. So you get 5 of your Chopper in that samurai-style armor Don, and you get yourself a Koby promo. But I know what some of you are thinking right now. Wossy, mate. Don deck is 10 cards. We buy Saikyo Jump, we get 5 Don. 5 isn't 10, and you're right. 5 is not 10. But the good news is, if you buy next month's Saikyo Jump, you get 5 of this Chopper Don, which I'm just putting out there, actually better. Love it. Big fan of this, love this Don. So you're getting 5 copies of this in the May issue, and yes, it has been confirmed you are getting 5, so you can buy 2 issues of either of the magazine to get a matching set of 10 Don, or you can buy the April and the May issue and you get 5 of each, whack them together, boom, you get 10 Don. And this is not the first time Saikyo Jump have done this. I kind of love this. They have this real habit. They don't do it all the time, but they have this habit of doing 2 consecutive issues where you get yourself 5 Don. So it was actually a year ago. In April, you got 5 copies of the Monkey the Garp Don. And then in May, you got 5 copies of the Three Brothers Don. And it's actually April-May this year, and it was April-May last year, which I think is pretty cool. And actually, I think it was April-May the year before as well, where you got the Yamato Don and you got the Luffy Don. Yamato was definitely May, and yeah, the Luffy Don was April. So actually, this may be something we need to track. We literally had April and May issues of Saikyo Jump giving 5 Don each. In 2023 with Luffy and Yamato. In 2024 with Garp and the Three Brothers. And then in 2025 with Chopper and Chopper. You'll also notice there is a little bit of a theme going on here. So cool. That's rather lovely. But there's something else coming in next month's issue of Saikyo Jump. I wish I could tell you everything. I can't. You see, what it basically says here is that these popular cards are coming back with special illustrations. Now, on the screen, what you can see are the regular illustrations, the regular artwork. This is not what you're getting. Also, the fact that one of them is Chopper is kind of awesome, because it matches a Don. It's lovely. This is not the ones you're getting. It's basically saying, look, it's going to be these 3 cards, and then there's going to be new illustrations. We're just not showing you them yet. But this is going to be a mail-away promotion. So we saw, I think the last time they did this, it was the Three Brothers. So it was Sabo, it was Ace, and it was Luffy. I've actually picked up 2 of the 3 of these. Annoyingly, the Sabo's a bit too playable. Like, the Sabo's like legitimately really, really good. So it's kind of annoying that it's just way more expensive than the others. So I've got the Ace and the Luffy. They were very reasonable to pick up from Japan. I haven't got the Sabo. I'll have to get it at some point to complete my collection. But it's going to be a mail-away thing, so... And I don't believe it's limited. I believe it is everybody who actually mails away will get this. I don't believe it's kind of a limited thing or a lottery. It's basically the magazine will have a form, you fill it out, you send it in with some money, and then you get those free cards, and that's the only way to get these free cards. And I got to tell you, Bandai have done a pretty good job of figuring out which cards they should go for here, because they've done the thing that they tend to do, which I love. They've gone, what are some cards that haven't really had alternate arts that do still see some play? Maybe we should go for some of these. And yeah, honestly, that's kind of awesome. So we've got the Green Odyssey Nami that's coming around in OP10. Well, came around in OP10 in Japan, is coming around in OP10 for us. On play, if you've got 2 or more rested Odyssey characters, one of your opponent's rested Don will not become active in their next refresh phase. Lets you turn off one of their Don for a turn, while also having counter plus 2000. It's for Lim decks. And Lim, in OP09, where she actually came out, not good. Not good enough. It's just not enough there. In OP10, with the new tricks you get, it's basically you get like half the Odyssey cards in OP9 and half in OP10. And with the ones from OP10, I'm telling you, Lim becomes kind of interesting. So this is a very cool card, and a kind of card which I love that it's getting this version. It's Nami, who's very popular, but it's a good card that never got an alternate art last time. So now you get one here, and that's kind of lovely. We've got ourselves a Buggy coming in here, Blue Buggy, a 1-cost Buggy, which of course is the one that originally came around back in the starter deck 17. But we've got counter plus 2000, and on play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put them back at the top of your deck in any order. It's a really good card. It's actually really good in Doflamingo decks. Doflamingo decks got a lot better when Starter Deck 17 came out. All of the new mechanically unique cards from that deck have actually now seen play since then in the Doflamingo deck, and this is absolutely one of them. And again, because it was in the starter deck, you don't get alternate art cards in the starter deck. You get your regular art, and that's what you get. So the fact that this comes around now here with an alternate art, kind of awesome. Huge fan of this. Love that they're doing this. And then the third one we're getting here is your purple Tony Chopper. Because like I say, you kind of had to be Tony Chopper, right? You had to have one of those. This is, of course, we've only had 2 purple Tony Choppers. This is the one from OP07. There's also one in OP09. And this is the one with blocker. And on play, if you've got the same number or fewer Don than your opponent, then you get to add a Don card from your Don deck rested. But it's also a blocker, and it's only counter plus 1k, but still has a counter. So make no mistake about it, this is another very, very cool card. And you already know this before I'm going to say it. Didn't have an alternate art first time round, so this is cool. So this month, Saikyo Jump, the one that's just come out, Strongest Jump, you get yourself 5 of the Chopper Don and the Koby promo. And next month, in the magazine itself, you just get 5 of the Chopper promo. But then there's also this kind of application, this mail away for the alternate arts. And again, the arts I've shown you are the original cards. They are going to be alternate art. They just haven't shown us that art yet. There we go. But there's one more thing we need to have a little bit of a chat about, and it is this Nami. You see, there's the 8-pack battles that go on over in Japan. They're the ones whereby you get 8 packs and you build a deck and you go. It's the one for which the multicolor Luffy leader was developed. So you can essentially play this Luffy leader, and then you can play any card you like because everything works with this Luffy leader. It's a very, very cool card. I love that they've done this. Well, they mix it up a little bit in terms of what the prize is. Recently, the prize has been the Akira Igawa Sanji. They've swapped it out for this Nami. And I know this might sound misery, and I'm sorry. I'm not terribly happy about this. I think this Akira Igawa Sanji is, and I mean this sincerely when I say this, one of the very, very best artwork-wise One Piece cards we've had in the game. Like, genuinely a top... If I sat and made a list, it's probably coming out top 5, definitely top 10. I love Akira Igawa. I've said many times they're doing the best art in the One Piece TCG, and I mean that sincerely. And I think this is the best, well, one of the best ones they've done anyway. I adore it. And yeah, now they're not giving that one out anymore. The 8-pack battle prize is going to be this now. And look, this is a cool Nami. It's a reprint of the one from Starter Deck 18. So like I've said, you know, it's a Starter Deck card getting an alternate art when it didn't get an alternate art before because it was a Starter Deck card. Everything I said a minute ago still remains true. And this is a lovely alternate art of the Nami. And it's going to be, you know, pain to get hold of. I'm not saying anything bad about this Nami. But I am saying, so it's got blocker, which is good. And on play, if you get 8 or more Dawn on your field, you trash a card from your hand and draw 2. It's a good playable card. But come on. The art on that, Sanji. And also, seeing this, it made me run quickly to have a look at the price of the Sanji over in Japan. It's actually pretty reasonable. It's not that bad at all. So I think I'm going to have to pick one of those up in the very near future because I need to have this card. And as it stands at the moment... This card, there is no version of this card in English. This is not a card that exists in English. We don't have this card. And we don't always get like these 8-pack prize promo things. We don't always get them. So, I'm not saying we're not getting this, Sanji. I don't know. But I am saying that right now, we don't have this, Sanji. And we've got reason to believe we might not get this one, which makes me sad because of how phenomenal the artwork is. So keep an eye on this. This one could get annoying. So there we go. That's what you need to know. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about these magazine promotions and what Chopper Don and all of that. Tell me if you're as upset as I am that Nami is replacing Sanji. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at Lawasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wassy Plays.